folks, quick question for you. Have you ever visited somewhere that's completely surprised you? Not because it's famous, but because it felt real? Today we're in South Shields. It might not be the first place that pops up on a UK travel list, but that's exactly why we're here. Because sometimes the places you don't expect are the ones that stay with you. Whether you're watching from down the road, or somewhere else in the UK, or the other side of the world, this is your chance to explore with me. This is 55 degrees north. Real places, real walks, no rush. So wherever you're watching from, let's go for a walk. So we're starting our walk on Ken Street, which looks to be the main shopping street in South Shields. Got all the usual retailers. Got Bon Marsh, Boys, and some new building which is getting built on my right hand side there, which I believe is something to do with a new campus or something. I don't know for what college or university. So as I say, we're starting up here. I'll head all the way down to the seafront. Just have a general look about. See what's going on, see what we can see in South Shields. That's most of your normal, everyday shops what you see on any high street. Obviously Superdrug, over to the left there, card factory. That's some sort of like Tyne bargains cash exchange shop. So we'll keep heading down towards, as I said, the seafront. Got the old Barclays Bank over there. Over to me right, we've got Boots, Vodafone, JD Sports. Sports looks pretty quiet today. I don't know how busy South Shields gets through the week. Plus it's pretty late on in the afternoon. So we've got the old Santander Bank on my left there, and that west straight across. We've got EE, and through there we've got sort of a little retail park with B&Ms and stuff in. That bridge in front of it used to be where the old metro station used to be situated, which is now moved because they've actually built a whole new metro and bus station just a little further round, which I'll try and give you a look of because I think it's through this cut just over to my left. I'll have a walk under, have a look. Just round this corner I think is a new bus and metro interchange. There you go, straight ahead in front. That's the new South Shields bus and metro interchange. So we'll continue our walk down Ken Street towards the seafront. You've got all the usual suspects there. Shoe zone, got a post office, and I've got the usual high street Greggs, and obviously McDonald's, another staple on the high street. So over to me left there, we've got like a bargain shop and a phone shop. And we've got Ladbrokes across on the far corner. And we've got a pub just on the far corner there called the Ship and Royal. So on the right there we've got the library, or a statue of a lion. Let's see what it is. The Golden Lion. The statue originally part of the Golden Lion Coach House in Ken Street was re-erected here. The completion of the pedestrianising scheme in 1988. A nice big seagull standing in the middle of the pavement there. Looking for a bit of food, I think. He's away. Oh, there we go. And we've got a man with a bull here. Looks like a matador or something. On the plinth here. Let's see what it says. So it's John Simpson Kirkpatrick, the man with the donkey. It looked like a bull at first. Never mind. We'll keep heading down. Up Morrison's. And we left there. We crossed that junction. We're now on Ocean Road. So across to the right there, we've got a workwear, schoolwear shop. I think there's a lot of takeaways, Indian restaurants down Ocean Road, chip shops, plenty of food establishments. Just on the left there, we've got the Ocean Road Community Association. So this is a long straight road. It takes you all the way down to South Shields Seafront. Looks quite a little busy road. So over the other side there, as I say, a lot of takeaways, chip shops, Indian restaurants, all sorts of different variety of food. So we'll continue down Ocean Road. Quite a nice road actually, with it being tree lined. So I'll take these on me left here. Some of them are like bed and breakfast. Some of them I think residential properties. So again we've got more bed and breakfast on the left hand side. On the end here we've got another Indian restaurant, a tandoori, another little statue pin on a plinth here, looks like of a dolphin. I don't know what the plastic bottles represent around the side of it. I don't know if it's something to do to keep the oceans clean. Looks like them look like ice cream cones. So across the road there we've got Coleman's of South Shields, supposed to be the best fish and chips in South Shields from what I've heard. Got a nice little seagull just stand on top of the car there. So we'll continue our walk towards the seafront. All these on the left definitely look like mostly bed and breakfast, all the way down. A few residential properties thrown into the mix. Across the other side, again, more Indian restaurants. We've got a pub across the other side called the Marine. We've got a little, looks like two little parks. We've got one on either side of the road. The one just straight over there. And you've got the North Marine Park at this side. And that one's called South Marine Park. Now up this road here, you can get to the Arabia Roman Fort. I'll not be visiting that today. As I say, two nice little parks. We've got the one over the other side. So we're getting here into the seafront now. So we've got this little clock tower coming in front of it. Looks quite old by the stone work on it. So this stone concrete clock tower is the Lifeboat Memorial. There you go, it's a bit of information on it. Commissioned to commemorate Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee in 1887. We've got a little former lifeboat here by the looks of it, called the Tyne. I'll pop round and have a look at the information board, see what it says about it. Looks like it's well preserved. So the Tyne lifeboat of South Shields played a central role in the development of the world's first lifeboats in the years before the North and South piers were built. There you go, a little bit of history about the lifeboat. So we eventually made it to the beach. This is Little Haven Beach. You can see how calm the sea is today. So if you look over in the distance, that green headland right in the far distance is Tynemouth. You can see the prairie on top of the hill. We'll head round, we've got another one of those dolphins, what we're seeing further up in the town centre as we're walking down. I think it must be something to do with stop throwing plastic bottles into the sea by the looks of it. You see the nice sandy beaches in South Shields. We get the clean sand. So we're now heading up one of the piers. So if you look in the distance, that pier's Tynemouth Pier, the one with the lighthouse straight in front of it. What heads out from the headland just below the Tynemouth Prairie all the way up. That's where the Tyne enters the North Sea. As I said, you can see how calm it is today, hardly any wind. We've got like a little red lighthouse just over in the distance there. That's actually where the mouth of the Tyne is, where the ships and that start heading up the river. So we'll continue heading along the pier. And get to look down the side there and see all the rocks. So imagine in the olden days, out there, industry would have been on here, probably boats coming in further up the piers. Still got all the people fishing off the piers, both sides, this side and obviously the Tynemouth side. Got an awful lot of people actually go fishing right along the length of the piers. I've even seen them in rough weather. Not for me, cup of tea, standing there in the middle of rough seas and getting soaking. So this building here is the South Shields Volunteer Life Brigade. It was established in 1866 as a search and rescue unit. So we're heading back towards some more beach where we've got like the sand dunes. It's like this little promenade place for plenty of places to walk. Obviously you can sit on these areas here, especially during the warmer summer months. So I thought I'd have a walk through the little amusement park just to give you an idea what it's like. So the amusement arcades are open, but obviously none of the rides are working today. Not at the minute anyway. I don't know if they'll open a bit later on in the day. There's a little coaster thing going around in the distance there. I don't know if they're obviously just testing it. By the looks of this, none of this is going to be open today. Got a pirate ship there. Got the usual fairground games and that you can play. One or two other rides. To be honest, I think they're just setting some of these rides up ready for the summer season. Again over there, some kiddies rides, more arcades. Got a chip shop here, fish and chips, tea, coffee, ice cream, a sea view cap. Again straight across, we've got another one called the Blue Marlin, fish and chips and takeaway. It also includes a restaurant. So we're back on the promenade, just beside the beach. Over here we've got like a little Pirates Cove golf. There are more sitting areas few here for the kids. There's a skate park over there, some basketball. Got five-a-side pitches and so on all around this area. We'll head back round to the main promenade. I imagine during the summer a lot of people walk around here. Got a pub in front over there called the New Sundial. I've got a massive foot on here, and this time we'll go and see what the foot says. Leave only footprints on the beach. So there you go. Making sure you take your rubbish home. Even big footprints on the beach if your foot was that size. So we'll just head a little bit further along and see all these quite nice sitting areas for you to enjoy during the summer months, especially the warmer ones. It's not too bad today. And that brings us to the end of today's walk around South Shields. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing a bit of this place, whether it's somewhere you know well or somewhere completely new to you. If you did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and gets these walks out to more people. And if you'd like to come along on future walks, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. Plenty more places to explore year and for, so stick around. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time, right here on 55 Degrees North.